I'm so excited to tell you that the Beautiful Women Project Colouring Book Series is here, printed and ready to ship. Are you ready? Volume 1. Yes, beautiful. Volume 1. Volume 2. Yes, and Volume 3. With 40 sculptures depicted in each and every volume, you get a whole collection of 120 with the set. Now, why did I put them in 3 volumes? Very good question. I did try to put them in 1 volume, but because of the thickness and quality of the paper and that I printed them on one-sided only, it meant that I was shipping phone books to all of you. It was a little too much. So we broke it into 3. 40 in each volume, giving you the whole collection with the set. So let's look at the paper. Oh my gosh, a page is torn out. That's okay. Every single page is perforated, so you can tear it out and take just one out to the coffee shop to work on, or you can tear it out when you've finished it to frame, or if you're like me, loves to get messy, loves to dip it in my tea and finger paint all over it, well then it's a good idea to use the perforations, tear it out before doing the creation. You don't want to see the first few ones I did before figuring that out. Anyhow, 100 weight paper. What does that mean? Well, it means it's nice and thick, good quality, and it's yummy, yummy, yummy for painting on. You can use acrylic paint on this, watercolor pencils, you can use crayons, you can use markers, you can use almost anything you want. But again, if you're not sure, tear it out, paint it separately, and have it that way. But I've tested it with acrylic paint and watercolor pencils, and it works a treat. And because it's single-sided, it doesn't matter if it seeps through just the teeniest, weeniest bit. So what have I done to create this? Well, I took my own sculptures, turned them to grayscale. You'll still see the sculpture peeking through behind, so you know who she is. And then I have hand-drawn each design back on there. Now, if you know my work, some of the designs are very subtle. Work great as a 3-dimensional sculpture, not so good as a colouring book. So with artistic license, I played with the designs a bit to enhance your colouring experience. So every single sculpture, no matter her design, in a clay form, she is ready for you to colour in. In addition to that, I have put a phrase on every single one. Now I'm hoping that will just give you something to think about as you're working on it, because you know me, I believe art to be teaching and healing. So when you're working on this, I'm hoping you'll be able to reflect inwards, and I'm giving you a little push with the quote. So you probably know this sculpture quite well. She's titled Fishbird, and the phrase I've put here for you is a reminder. You have the ability to fly through turbulent winds or swim upstream when instinct drives you. So what instinct are you ignoring or not paying enough attention to? Now, I might have heard a few of you say, oh, colouring's supposed to be mindful and calming, but I just want to scream and throw the pens across the room. I hear you there. I didn't used to like it at all. In fact, for years I used to say I couldn't draw, I couldn't paint, I couldn't do any of this, but hello, Cheryl-Ann, you're an artist. I believe that all comes from the rules we were given as a kid. Paint within the lines. It shouldn't be this colour, it should be that colour. When have you known a sun to be purple? And on it went. Well, with this book, I made sure to strip it of all the rules. Oh yes, there are no rules attached to this. You do not have to stay within the lines. You don't even have to stay within the book. Look, you can take the pages out. You can turn them upside down. Heck, you can even turn them around and do your own design on the back. Remember, within each space, when you think, oh, I've got to colour within the lines, you can shade with them and you can write within them. You can draw within those little spaces or beyond them. You can put a wash straight over the page before you draw. There are no rules. It's anything goes here. I hope by the end you've coloured in this page in whatever way you see fit. It's almost like a journal to you. Words maybe, and sketches and colours, and or maybe it's just all black and it's scribbled out and all kinds of things. So long as it's working for you and it's healing, then my job is done. So there you have it. 3 volumes of the Beautiful Women Project colouring book, printed, ready to ship. You can buy 1, you can buy 2, or you've guessed it, all 3. And if you really want, you can also order the original Beautiful Women Project book. Yeah, that's its title, The Book. I know, it was great, isn't it? It took me ages to come up with that one. In this one, of course, you will read about the inspiration all the way through to the tour. And then half the book depicts all 120 clay sculptures, the way I designed them and the stories I wrote about them. Now, don't worry if you don't want to throw this in as an extra, but you want to see what the sculptures look like. They're all on my website, Cheryl-Ann Webster.com.